Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Jeff Trunapole, and as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the Cincinnati Bengals and soon to be home of Joe freaking Burrow. So all of my fans out there, happy Joe Burrow Day. I think the Mayor Cranley should declare this Joe Burrow Day throughout the whole city. And we all get the rest of the day off work. Oh, wait. Most of you have the rest of the day off work because of the stupid pandemic. So, let's enjoy the draft together. We can forget about the pandemic. We can forget about all what's going on. We can just sit down, have a beer, eat some wings, watch the draft, watch the Bengals draft Joe Burrow, and just enjoy the hope that brings as far as Bengals fans go. The hope that you are getting the next Peyton Manning. The hope that you're getting the next Tom Brady. The hope that Super Bowls are coming soon. You know, the hope, that's the best part about this. It's hope. And I still keep seeing people on these Bengals boards saying, I'm going to be so mad if you draft Joe Burrow and you don't draft Chase Young. You guys are morons. And most of the time I think you're just posting that stuff just to irritate people like me. They're not drafting Chase Young. They're drafting Joe Burrow. Everybody is saying draft Joe Burrow. So why would you draft Chase Young? I've said this a million times. You want Chase Young, go sign Jadeveon Clowney. Oh, wait, he's not signed yet. That's how important an edge rusher is compared to a quarterback. Anyway, the draft is tonight. Show starts at 7 o'clock. The draft gets on around 8 o'clock. I said it's not our normal draft. He's not going to be walking across the stage and hugging the commissioner, which actually would have been really cool because I think they're supposed to have they're supposed to be in a fountain in Vegas, and you're supposed to be brought on a boat or whatever. It sounded really, really cool of how they were going to do it, but obviously they're not now. But we still get to enjoy it. Now, I posted this video that Captain Obvious, the Bengals fan Captain Obvious, and lots of other Bengals fans put together. And I shared it on my page, Sports Strawberry Ice. It's really, really well done and really cool. They're all in their houses. They're in their normal clothes. And the football comes up on the camera. And then it pulls back and they're all in their Bengals gear. And so, basically saying is we're not together in Vegas, but we could be together like this. On YouTube, on Zoom, on whatever. So, speaking of that, I invite you guys tonight to, well, first of all, if you don't like my page, Sports Strawberry Ice, go like it on Facebook. I'm going to be going live on Facebook there on Sports Strawberry Ice with my reaction to them drafting Joe Burrow. Now, I've had so many people go, you need to tell me to do that, to go get on Facebook, because some people are like, I want to see your face when they don't draft Joe Burrow. Well, the article I read yesterday where they've already told Joe Burrow that they're going to draft him. And this is what I found today, where the Cincinnati Bengals have told the Miami Dolphins multiple times that they would not trade the number 1 overall pick in Thursday's NFL draft. They've told them they're not going to trade it to him. The Dolphins have called more than one occasion over the past few weeks, but were told by the Bengals that they are not trading the pick and will stay at number 1. This is from Adam Schefter on ESPN. Now, one thing I have heard is that the more the Dolphins pushed to get the pick, it more solidified to the Bengals that they shouldn't trade it, that they should keep Joe Burrow. All right, the article goes on and says, the Dolphins have shown interest in a number of potential first-round quarterbacks, including Alabama's Tua Tagovailoa and Oregon's Justin Herbert. So I think Miami is going to take a quarterback. Now, the interesting pick I want to point out, I won't say pick, I think there's going to be a trade. I think Detroit is going to trade out of the number 3 pick. Now, the rumor is that New England is trying to get up there and get Detroit's pick so they can draft Tua. Now, I think that'd be a great landing spot for Tua. Anywhere other than Detroit, unlike Stephen A. says, Detroit sucks. Their organization is way worse than the Bengals. So, if I were Tua, I wouldn't want to go to the Bengals. I mean, look at Matthew Stafford. He's been there, and he's been a really good quarterback, and they haven't won nothing. So, anyway, I would be interested. That's That's the part where, to me, where the draft is going to get tricky and interesting. That's where I think moves are going to start happening, you know. And that also dictates to me, if that happens, the Bengals might be stuck with Andy Dalton because, like I've said in past shows, I can see New England and I can see Jacksonville. But Jacksonville now looks like they're trying to tank to get Trevor Lawrence, which brings me to another point. Okay, last year at this time, everybody was saying Tua Tagovailoa is the can't-miss prospect, which I still think he is if he's healthy. So that's what they're saying about Trevor Lawrence this year. What if Trevor gets hurt? You know, I mean, everybody's like, you know, some of the critics for Joe Burrow is, well, he's only had one good year. All right, well, Tua Tagovailoa had 2 really good years. And then he got injured a couple times. And now he's not going to be the number 1 overall pick. So you can't base it on, well, you can base it on 1 year, but things change year to year is what I'm saying. Like last year, Tua would have been the number 1 overall pick. Now it's Burrow. Now this year, right now they're saying kid from Clemson, he's going to be the number 1 overall pick next year. You don't know that. You know, who knows what's going to happen? You know, all you can do is you get the picks and you pick the best player available, the one you think is going to help the best. That's all you can do. And the rest of it is up to the kid and the organization to make him better. I mean, there's been so many picks that haven't worked out. Lots of them. But I mean, as far as the Bengals goes here recently, with our last two picks of quarterbacks, had Carson Palmer, number 1 overall, and then you followed it up with Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton was a second-round pick. The Bengals have done pretty well in the last 10, 15 years to get quarterbacks. So the narrative, like I said before, that the Bengals is a bad place to go, I don't believe that whatsoever. I think it's a great place to go. I think Zach Taylor and Duke Tobin and the Bengals are ready to go with Joe Burrow, and I think they were already installing the offense, getting a relationship with him, and I think it's just going to be a match made in heaven. At least I hope so. I mean, if you look at the first couple years of Carson Palmer, he was probably one of the best quarterbacks in football. He was on his way. Now everybody say the knee injury. I don't believe it was a knee injury. I think what made him more inaccurate was a shoulder injury that he got in Cleveland. I've said that before. Now, that gets me to the other thing. Now, I said it'd be cool if they drafted a wide receiver and a tight end. They got to solidify the offensive line. They have to do that. But it's going to be really hard if Justin Jefferson is sitting there in the second round. I mean, that'd be really hard. But I digress. What I was saying was my pipe dream picks for this round or this year's draft. What if Justin Jefferson is sitting there in the second round, the wide receiver from LSU? What if Thaddeus Moss is still sitting there in the third round? Those are 2 of Joe Burrow's favorite targets. That would be really hard for the Bengals not to draft them. Just think, if they had Justin Jefferson, Thaddeus Moss, Tyler Boyd, A.J. Green, Joe Mixon, all 5 of those guys, and John Ross, if he's healthy, 6 for Joe Burrow to throw to. Now, I know people are like, well, he's on his back. He can't throw it to anybody. You're right. They got to do some more stuff to the offensive line. Which, to me, I think the offensive line is, the way it is now, it's going to be better than it was last year. It just is. That's just, you just got, if you don't think it is, you're just not paying attention. And they're going to be better. I'm not saying they're going to be great. They're going to be better. But if we got those 2 to add to who we already have, our offense would be sick. That would be so cool. Anyway, this show and every show is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. All right. So, we got some Facebook groups that I help run. We got Bengals Nation, Reds Country, and Bearcats Country. I hope you guys go there and try to become members. We can discuss Joe Burrow being a Bengal and discuss when the Reds are hopefully going to start playing. YouTube subscribers. We made 400, baby! Good job. Thank you very much. We are over 400. I'm like, well, was I like 405, and then 2 people dropped off. Last time I looked, I was at 402. Either way, I'm at 400. I'm very happy. Let's shoot for 5. And let's all just enjoy this draft tonight. Like I said, I got the pandemic going on. Sit down for a couple hours, drink a beer, eat some wings, watch the Bengals draft Joe Burrow, and we will have hope. The Bengals will have hope again. All right, guys. I'll see you tonight. Like I said, Sports Strawberry Ice, I'm going live. That's just sports, baby. Tell all your friends about me. See ya.